Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the Texans.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
For the extra point.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On first down, it's Watson. Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, they stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
By the Texans.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
You call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. His kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 10. Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team...
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. 30. 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And marking down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 35. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Texans 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
4 yards on
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 29, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Texans.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who do it.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
The kick
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
17. Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll drop here to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Powers way up near the 25. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Throw into the arms of Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Right side, Miller's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Marr on for the extra point.
The kick is good.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
25 yards.
25 yards that time. Now it's Swift. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Operating from the gun. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Jerry.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watson off play action. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Texans.
From the gun, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Watson. Complete on a deep ball. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's Swift. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
One more time to Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jerry Jeudy. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Point conversion.
Watson now to throw. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Texans 30.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job. Going on the ground with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Herbert on first down now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Texans 33.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the
on 1st down, Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it. This 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are on the field.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And a friendly bounce there. They will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, and they go with Swift again. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Uchenna Nwosu on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
But if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Jeudy with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
For Houston.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Quick hitter here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For 82. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Uchenna and Rosu got the sack there.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack then.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
In punt formation for the Texans.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returning here from the 38. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call and be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. As he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A 40-yard.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Houston, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.